Smith
As
Riley
to count 2 in
collapsed
that
to the
case,
floor.
felonious assault, a felony of the second degree, it is ordered that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years in prison on that count. As to count 3 of that case, the robbery, which is also a felony of the second degree, the court orders that the defendant shall serve a term of 2 years on that count as well.
Alright, it's your brother Wahadja, your brother Yakana. Come on, quick sit down. But before we start, we want to give all praise to Yahweh,
Bashim, Yahweh Shah.
Double honors to the positive great millstone, and peace and blessings to Yahweh for pushing out this true prophet for the corners. And in these last seconds of the time, Esau is coming with every trap, every snare, every stronghold that he can throw at the nation of Israel, man. And one of the biggest things he uses to devour the nation of Israel is his legal system, man. All his laws, mandates, ordinances that he's coming down on the nation of Israel in these last seconds of time, man. We're going to get into a description from Isaiah, the 10th chapter. And this is from the top, Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteousness decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
God. And that's, I can say something about. And that's the devil, man. He set up laws to destroy people. He set up his laws to really destroy the nation of Israel, man. In these courts, in these in this legal system, man. It's nothing more than a pit to destroy you Israelites, man, and to devour you, man. You have something to say? Well, I get this other. I'm gonna find a scripture for you.
All right, and it says, "Woe unto them," and woe means destruction, man. So Lord is saying, man, destruction is coming to Esau for the unrighteousness seeds that he has sown throughout his legal system, man. This man has laws where it tells you that you have freedom in doing something and freedom to carry out something. But in the backdrop, it's really a trap and a snare, man, that you can't really do anything. You don't even have freedom to do anything, man. Esau has laws on top of laws, man, principles that he has embedded in the minds of our people, man, so much that it's created so much strongholds and traps for our people, man, that they so bugged out. You can't even break down the etymology of a word to our people without them getting mad, man, or without them getting angry. That's what Esau has done to you with his legal system, man. He throws you in and out of jail, you go into jail, you develop that mentality inside the jail, you come back out, you get hit with a misdemeanor, a felony, and that's on your quote-unquote record, man. It destroys your character, it destroys your reputation.
Right, I got 2 of them,
Yeah.
Right, this is Psalms 94 and 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law?" Right, it's these devils, man. They frame mischief by law, man. You know, you even with the one that come to mind is this Patriot Act. If you the Patriot Act 1, 2, and 3, the NDAA Act, which deems everybody on the soil of America, and it actually deems the soil of America as a battlefield, and you're the enemy. And if you store up weak supply of food, batteries, ammo, you're deemed as a terrorist, man. He's gonna pursue you. That's an unrighteous decree, man. That's mischief, man. This is another one I have. And you can get right back to it. This is Daniel's 8 and 25, and it says, and through his policy also he had caused craft to prevail in his hand. It says, go ahead, up.
Start from the top out. Through his policies, man. His policies, he has what? What does it say out?
It says, and through his policy also he has caused craft to prosper.
Through his policy, man. Esau has policies and quote-unquote treaties that he has within this nation, within other nations, and all it does is further on his craftiness and wickedness, man. Keep this boat afloat.
Right. It says,
Hello.
It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. It says, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Yeah, man. It says that's why I say he magnified himself in his own heart through his different policies, man. His witchcraft, and also with these courts, man. He devour you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and you other Americans, man. This devil here. I get it. You get the one about the draconian laws, huh? This devil pretty much has a history of that, and going back into the Roman Empire, man. And this devil pretty much back then, if you was caught stealing or caught doing anything, murdering a man, you got the most stiff, severe punishment of all. And that's what he doing, you so-called Negroes, man. On your first offense, you going up the river, man. 25, 35, 40 years. You niggas getting double digits. You niggas getting NASCAR numbers, man. 3 numbers. 900 years. On the real, you know? Right. You know? You got it out.
I got it right here. This is on Britannica.com. It's entitled Draconian Laws, Ancient Greek Law. Draconian laws, traditional Athenian law code allegedly introduced by Draco 61 BCE. Aristotle, the chief source for knowledge of Draco, claims that his were the first written Athenian laws that Draco established a constitution enfranchising hoplites, the lower class soldiers. The Draconian laws were most noteworthy for their harshness. They were said to be written in blood rather than ink.
Right, man.
Death was prescribed for almost all criminal offenses.
It says death was prescribed for all criminal offenses, man. And whatever it may be. This devil was trying to sock it to you, man. You stole a pencil. You stole a fruit back then. Whatever. And he's doing it today, man. That's why you Negroes, man, you don't have no rights in them courts, man. He come against his own people. His own people don't have any so-called rights, man. They're sticking it to you Americans, man, in them court systems. All them court, them number devils up there, man, that sit on high seats. You know, it's all built on corruption. The Roman Empire, the Greco-Roman Empire, was built on corruption. They Senate house, they Senate houses, and they chief magi's and shit that sat on them seats, they all ruled in wickedness and corruption. The Maccabees talks about that, how they had a history of just killing each other, man, and then slaughtering you people. And that's what they're doing today in that system, man. That pit.
And then even today in the system, man, Esau really wants death out of you. He don't want you to in the system. He want to kill you before you get there. That's why you got people getting killed with handcuffs and police cars. You got people cops not, they don't want to hear what you gotta say. They want to shoot first, man. They don't want to even make it up to central booking, man.
Right, I got one for you out. This is a Wisdom of Solomon 2:11. It says, "Let our strength be by the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth." And that's Esau's strength, the law system, man. And it says, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upright." Go ahead.
Because he is not for our turn, man. What is our turn? Our turn is righteousness, doing everything we can, taking our steps to get into this kingdom, man. And that means suffering and righteousness.
Right.
Esau is not for that, man. And it says he is clean contrary to our turn. So our doings, clean contrary. I mean, he's totally opposite of what we're doing.
Right, and their turn is actually talking about too their rulership, man. Their time to rule, and we're clean contrary to that. That's why the scripture tell you in the I think it's in the Esdras, man, 2nd Esdras 6, start at 7. It tell you that going down to I believe 9, tell you that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. So your turn is over with, man. And our turn to rule and righteousness is starting to begin as we speak. But it says, for therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offering, offending, like our offending the law, and objected to our infirmity, the transgressing of our education. Con.
He upbraided us like that.
No, you got it out.
It says he upbraided us with our food in the law, man. Upbraided means like he reproved severely. So when you do something small than Esau's legal system, man, he throwing a book at you, man.
Yeah, but that's
something small.
Yeah, that's talking about. That's actually talking about us cussing them out. You know, that's us. We are the ones we the ones he talking about. Talking about he upbraided us with our offending of the law. Yeah, the law of these scriptures. We cuss that devil out about the things he go off about. He give homosexuals rights and shit, man. How he goes off. He don't give the land. He don't give the land a land Sabbath. You know, he don't do nothing. He does nothing according to the Bible, man. He say, oh, in God we trust on the money, but he doesn't do that. You know, that's what it's talking about. But get that Psalms 64 out.
Alright, I got it right here. This is Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Right. Go ahead.
Who wet their tongue like a sword and bent their vows to even bitter words.
Right. That's talking about Esau legislation, man. The laws and different decrees and different things that he governs himself about. You know, that's how he destroys people, man. This devil is not for your. He's not for your well-being. He'll tell you one thing, and it's another. Oh yeah, you can. Hey, you can when you drive down the road. You want to drive to the right in the right lane, but you pass in the left. But when you pass somebody in the left at a certain speed, he gives you the speeding ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? From going around a person. He lie in waits on the side of the road with a radar gun to get you, man. Then if you don't obey what he's saying, he'll gun you down on camera. You know?
And get paid leave for it.
Right. Yeah, that's right, man.
Yep.
It's just devil.
Also, man, a lot of people they see they look at law in general and they think it's just for everybody. It's supposed to benefit them, especially so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. They think it's for them, but they don't see how white folks live in the situations they go through. Because if they really did, they see this all for the white man and his people. The so-called white man and his people, man. It's not for the growth and development of the children of Israel. It's for their demise, actually.
Right. It's to destroy you, man. Let me get this in the Zephaniah, and then we can bring out these examples, man. Let me get it real fast. See where I'm at. You can say something, Mark. I get it real fast.
Yeah, man. And then we go out week in and week out to break off these strongholds out of people that these laws put on you. Because if you graft yourself in this society, of course you're going to think calling the cops, you get in that situation with your man or your husband or wife, of course you're going to think that that's a good idea. Because first, you don't know the laws, and second, you don't know the laws of the Most High, and you don't know the laws of Esau. It's a good thing to do the research on these laws, man, different types of ordinances and decrees, because Esau has a law and he has exceptions to that. So if he issues out a law and he says you can't be at this place at a certain time, or you can't do this, or you get fined, there's always some type of exception to that to benefit you. So even if you get past that law, you're gonna have exception to that. You're probably gonna have exception to that. So this devil is covering his tracks, man. He covers his tracks every time. All the wickedness he does, man. We come on week in and week out to uncover his tracks.
Right. Right, because the average American, or even our people, they don't know that this devil he rules in the courts, and their lingo in courts is the Latin, man. They talking in Latin terms, man. And a nigga go in there and get straight swallowed up. You know, they'll be saying different terms and shit, man, that the nigga can't understand. The average Negro, Latino, Native American, or the average American understand, and you get swallowed up, man. Next thing you know, you send up the river for eternity, man. And I got this one right here. I got two, but I'm gonna hold it for a particular part. This is Zephaniah 3:3, and it says, "Her princes within her are as roaring lions." It says, "Her judges are as eating evening wolves." It says they nor not the bone till the morrow. And that's talking about the actual judges, man. Them devils in them court systems will devour you, man. Like wolves and lions, man. And it says they nor not the bone till the morrow. Meaning they just straight devour you. You know how you gnaw the bone, you eat everything to the bone gristle? They eat the whole fucking bone, man. And that's how they do you in them courts. They devour you, man. Especially you jakes, man. They already think of you jakes as a bunch of animals and a bunch of low life scum savages, man. So they just straight get rid of you niggas, man. Even with this give me real quick come to mind Baruch, I think it's Baruch 3:3.
I can say something. I got it.
Yeah, go ahead, I
was gonna say, man, you got a lot of in the media, man, where released after 20 years, found innocent.
Say it again, cause you kind of losing.
Man, found innocent after 25 years. Spend this whole. I also got all these. Where the headlines would be like, "Man found innocent after 25 years in jail, or 20 years in jail, man."
Right. Now they, you know, I seen one court. They was trying to the man spent 30 plus years in jail over some crime he didn't do, a rape and a murder he didn't do, and they still didn't want to give him his money after the fact, man. The prosecutor was fighting for him not to get his money, man. Unjust decrees, man. Unjust agreements and shit that Esau do.
Man, these people, they sign up and go in the military too, man. Come back with no legs, no arms, and no benefits either from Esau.
Right.
He's just using people as scrap metal, man.
Yeah,
and throwing you out when he's done with you.
Yeah, get
all
Baruch.
aspects of life.
Yeah, get Baruch 3:3, and I'm gonna go back to Zephaniah.
All right, it's Baruch 3:3. For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly.
No, Baruch 3:3. Well, 3:8, my bad. 3:8, my bad. Yeah.
It's Baruch 3:8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, but thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Right, go ahead.
And to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
Right. So now, them subject to payments, a lot of that have to do with these courts, man. You know, you get a speeding ticket, reckless driving, some crazy shit, you gotta pay a hefty fee in these courts. And if you don't pay, they're gonna send out an affidavit for your arrest. If you don't pay this child support, they're gonna come looking for you, man, and hunt you down. And if you make the wrong move, while they come to arrest you, they will blow you away, man, and not think twice of it. Let me go back to the Zephaniah. This is Zephaniah. I left off at 4. It says Zephaniah 3:4. It says her princes are light, and treacherous persons, her priests are polluted the sanctuary. They have done violence against the law, and they have done that, man. They have done violence against the law. They do everything contrary to what the Bible says to do, man. You know, I got this other one to go with that. This is Daniel 7:25. It says, "He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times, laws, and they shall be given into his hands for a time, and divided time, man." That's what this devil do. He changed the laws and everything in this society, man.
Right.
He make you niggas think down is up and up is down, man. And you niggas would love to have it so. When I say, and I'm talking about you tribes, man. And I can put you other nations in there too. But
Right.
you just blind as hell, man. But bring out them two examples of him speaking with a forked tongue, as the Native Americans say, you know, giving you niggas a false hope in his law, in his judicial, or his system, man, as we call it.
You about the legality of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, get the top part first, and then go into the article.
All right. This is historylessons.net. It's an article from Bruce G. Kaufman, and it's entitled "The Legality of the Emancipation Proclamation." You wanted me to start with the Constitution of 1860.
Yeah, get that.
It says, but the Constitution in 1862 specifically protected slavery, and Lincoln had sworn an oath to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. Thus, he seized upon military necessity in his powers as commander-in-chief to emancipate the slaves of those rebellious states.
Yeah, talking about you Jakes, man. You Negroes. You know, go ahead.
He reasoned that in wartime, presidents had extraordinary powers to preserve the nation, including the power to seize enemy property if that property was being used to wage war against the United States. That's a law too. That's in the I read that with Constitution law. This is when it says right there, the power to seize enemy property if that property was being used to wage war against the United States. That's a specific law, constitutional law, man. I forgot the name of it off the top of the head.
Go ahead out.
As Lincoln saw it, slaves were certainly considered property. That's Lincoln's opinion right there. Because slaves in the Confederate States were working the farms there, which freed their owners to fight in the Confederate Army. Then indirectly, that property was being used to wage war against the United States.
Right.
That meant slaves could be seized by freeing them through the Emancipation Proclamation. Alas, for those slaves in states that remained in the Union, although Lincoln was grateful these states had done so, neither military necessity nor Lincoln's war powers applied, so they remained divided.
Right. But get that on the one that definition under the search engine when you go back. Remember?
All right. Got it right here. It says, when you type in Emancipation Proclamation transfer ownership, it pulls up some little piece of information that says the proclamation sublime in its presentation, but dramatic in its application, was presented as a military tactic for subduing the Confederacy.
God.
The Emancipation Proclamation is in essence a legal document transferring the ownership of 3 million or more items of property from their owners to the property itself.
Right. One ownership to another, man. And that property, them 3 million properties was, and we're going to read later in that article, was you so-called Negroes, man. All that devil did through his law was transfer you from one owner to the other. You know, we say this all the time. The elders bring this out all the time, man. You niggas was never freed, man. You went from hardcore bondage slavery down south to corporate slavery, man. That's why they make you fill out all those thick ass pieces of paper when it's time to get hired on in the job, man. You a volunteer slave, man. But go back to that article, the legality article out.
keep going on?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Another striking thing about the Emancipation Proclamation is how legalistic it is. In fact, it's boring. The man who crafted the Gettysburg Address and the Second Inaugural Address, among the most eloquent documents ever penned, right, was writing in pursuance of the sixth section of the Act of Congress. But Lincoln, a trained lawyer, knew his proclamation facilitated the transfer of those 3 million slaves from their owners to themselves. They owned themselves. They were now free, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's why they put quote unquote. They was never free. How you gonna own yourself when, and to this very day, you're known as a 3/5 of a man. You know, according to the Constitution. Go ahead.
That meant the legality of that transfer might be subject to challenge in the courts, and should any such challenges ever reach the Supreme Court, there sat at the Supreme Court Chief Justice Roger Taney, the man who wrote the Dred Scott decision, ruling that slaves were property and had no rights in federal courts.
So you never was free. So if you try to go to that's the double tongue right there. If you try to go back down there and so in them courts and try to push some type of justice and equality, you never was identified as being human, really, man, or having any rights at all. You was never free. Go ahead, Doc.
So Lincoln chose his words carefully, like a crafty devil, sticking to legal reasoning, because Taney and many judges in the courts below him would have pounced on any anti-slavery rhetoric or eloquent phrases about human rights and freedom. They didn't want to hear that.
Right. I'm gonna get this one right here. This the one that you pull. This is Psalms 55:21. It says, "The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words are softer than all, yet he drawing swords." Yeah, that's this devil, man. That's what he do.
That's right. And basically it was, instead of you so-called Negroes being beaten over the back, whipped, and doing that labor, picking cotton, doing all, growing up crops for the white man, you actually, now, the whips are off your back now, but you actually need to go into the workforce and do basically the same thing.
Right.
That's why he chose his words carefully. It says he chose his words carefully, sticking to legal reasoning, because he knew if he started bringing up, human rights, the things that if he started speaking that law stuff, they wasn't gonna be hearing it.
Yeah, I got one for you. One for you out. This is Job 20:12. It says, "Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth." That's the devil do, man.
That's
what he do.
Wickedness be sweet in his tongue. Though he puts out an order for Emancipation Proclamation, saying that you're free, saying that you own yourself now, you're still enslaved in his system.
And even worse, you so-called Negroes are mental slaves now, man. You don't even know who the fuck you are, man, as a people. Then the people who's out here, the men and the prophets out here telling you who you are, you niggas buck up with that, man. Yeah, I get Sirach 12:16.
Alright. This is Ecclesiasticus 12:16. Is 16 up?
Yeah, 16.
Alright. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
And that pit, we've been talking about that pit all night, man. That pit is talking about his his system, man. These courts, man. Go ahead, huh?
He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Time.
Kind. And it says the enemy speaking sweetly with his lips, man. That's what Esau is doing. When he tells you you got this freedom of speech, when he tells you you free the slaves, y'all free. But when they go to the Bohemian Grove, when they have these skull and bones meetings and all these wicked meetings they do underground and behind the scenes, they plotting how to throw you in a pit, man.
In the actual, yeah, it's twofold, man. He want to throw you in the system, and he want to throw your ass in the grave, man. I can destroy you, man. Go ahead, Doc.
If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Right, man. We seen that many times with the earthquakes in Haiti, man. He was the first one there. The earthquake shit didn't have the aftershock. He was there, reaping the benefits and the resources of the people, man. You know, that's what he does, man. Go ahead, Doc.
And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Right.
That's right, man.
Go down to 18. You can finish it out.
He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
Right, that devil change his countenance in a minute on you, man. He'll clap and act like he there for you, but yet he trying to stick a knife in your back, man. He'll lie to you in a minute. These devils are a bunch of liars, man. The Bible tell you that they come out speaking lies, man. But yet you Negroes, can't see it, man. It don't even register to you that, you know, the white man's a damn devil, man. You trust him. The scriptures say, never trust thy enemy, man. You have an enemy, which is the so-called white man. You had anything else, Hot?
That was it, Hot.
Yeah, man. And that, you know, hopefully that was edifying. And hopefully that got to the point that it needed to get across. So with that, man, we're going to give all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua. Double honor to the elders of GMS. Peace and blessings to the Akim out here teaching the truth and sincerity, man. Shalom.